Hello, welcome back to WarCup's 504. We have WarCup 503 to take a look at SM15 Cos 5-star map from me, and a lot of competitors of 24, and I'm down at the bottom in 23rd. 18 for VQ3, that's pretty good considering that you'd need to know and want to do the bug at the end. It's not too hard when you know how to do it, but hey, it's getting more. That's more than we had last week with only 8 and 15. So yeah, brilliant turnout. And this week we have Stammer-samson, which is a pure strafe map, which I believe I've played before in Xenotic. So let's get on, because I forgot to connect to servers and I've swapped to the wrong scene. Professional streamer. Oh, fucking hell. Season map Samson. There we go. Finally got it right. Get there eventually. Start the timer. I don't know what physics we're in. We're in VQ3. Okay. No, we're in CPM. Oh, yes, I have played this map. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and you have to... Yeah. Yep. This will be interesting in VQ3. So, we might be having... Might be having a slightly shorter CPM run. Okay, this... For some reason I feel like I can jump that in Xenotic. Let's just go the boring way, straight off. Yeah, you want to hit that because then you want to get that down ramp, and then it's just about timing it into the finish. Okay. Pure strafe. We got this. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's like a different run for VQ3 or something. There might be different lines. Because it feels like this could be, I don't know, quite difficult. Too much for Z-block indeed. I love how waking up in the morning and doing this early means that all the Trackmania players seem to turn up. This has happened before. I can never remember which way to go here. I watched a very interesting video about the too much for Z-block thing. Z-block did stop him. It is impossible to do what Foon did if the server's running Z-block, because it's like it's the boring form of anti-bunny hop Z-block. It just physically stops you from jumping twice in a row, basically. And yeah, it was just a poorly translated title that meant that what he was doing was too much to be done with Z-block, rather than his skill was too good for Z-block and he was overpowering it. So that was quite fun. Good video. Don't know what it's called. Recommend it if you see it. I think it was by Burb. Not burp, that's the... that's the silly little guy. There's not a lot to say about this map. That's really gonna... I'm like... just thinking how to do this in VQ3. Because all this is fine, and just, yeah, take the teleporter, whatever. But I feel like the sliding up could be a problem. Here, you drop down straight, so it doesn't really matter. Don't take that in VQ3. You're just going to have to drop straight, and then it's going to be positioning and spacing and all of that. There's probably a bit of a pre-run here. I'd also expect this week to not see a lot of competitors. Because I would expect quite a lot of people to have played this map. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think I need to not hit the pad as much as it seems cool to go up in the air and do all that. Let's try this again. It's definitely faster. Try doing it. Try pulling it off. Yeah. I've been getting used to my mouse acceleration over the week. It is absolutely banging. Mouse accel OP for sure. I can have a low sensitivity and hold these strafes like a boss, and I can also have a high sensitivity to do the flicks. Getting circle jumps back was the hardest part, to be honest. That's good spacing. Fucked it. Proper mouse acceleration. So my setup is a tiny bit of flat, and then it goes linear between 1, let's just start at 1 and 2.25 times my sensitivity. Yeah, I'm using a Linux version of RawXL called Yeet Mouse. So I wondered why everyone hates acceleration, because I've always assumed that it would just be linear, you know. So I thought maybe it's just because it doesn't have a cap, or it doesn't have, you know, it's non-configurable. So it just doesn't, you know, it might work for some people. It's kind of built for, it's built for trackpads on desktop use. It turns out that it's a really weird, bumpy, like the Windows enhanced pointer precision. It's a really weird, bumpy, like set of stairs basically. Yeah, the default acceleration is absolutely weird, but this acceleration, I do kind of want to try some different things at some point, because I'm someone who doesn't like things to be simple and normal. I don't find any enjoyment in that. So, you know, part of the reason for using Accel is because I actually want it and it provides good benefits to me. Part of the reason is because it's very cool. Okay, sub 25, that's not bad. Let's see if I can get like top half of people who've played this online, maybe. I'm probably missing some lines. Feel free to scream at me in the comments, tell me what they are, because I might play this again. Not super likely, but hey. As with everything that I do weekly videos on, I pretty much don't go back. I think I need to slide, I don't know, I'm not getting height. But yeah, I'm enjoying Excel, and I kind of don't want a boring linear Excel. I want something more unique and weird. Although apparently I already have something slightly weird, because most people wouldn't accelerate quite as far as I am, as quickly as I am, because I've gone from a very slow sensitivity to really fast in a very short amount of time, so that a flick like that gets me to full sensitivity. Just the flick across the screen like that is a decent chunk above my maximum, and the sensitivity difference is 2.25, so apparently that's quite to the chunk. That's not it. I probably need to clear out my deaths config. I keep forgetting that I need to, at the end of each set of runs, when I'm done with a physics, I need to check my number of runs. Grinding stats ain't got nothing on a text file. Fuck! Anime girl grunts. Anime girl with air blades. They're like rollerblades, but air. Oh, it was up. Fuck. Classic L. Xonotic has such a stronger step up than Quake 3, it's insane. I played Nude Stuff 3. I haven't finished it, it's quite hard. But I needed to test it in Quake 3 to see what the fuck happened. Because some weapon weirdness happens with default porting it to Xonotic. So I was trying to test it, but I couldn't finish it far enough because I'm shit. But yeah, the step up on some of the strafe bits, just incredible. Incredible how low you can actually be in Xonotic and still get up. Oh, that's good. No, you penis. And as an update, and for anyone wondering who couldn't be bothered to actually watch, the Fuck Yo Pick'ems has continued into the playoffs of the Austin Major in Counter-Strike. Updates on me playing shooter games. I have flip-flopped between TF2 and Quake World, and I'm now signed up for a Quake World Cup. It's very cool. I've got a game tonight. Hopefully can do alright. I am terrible at Quake World. I'm looking at Midnight Guns, because that's a really fun game. But if anyone has any suggestions, because sometimes there's scenes going on that you just don't know about, right? So I like things like I like fast movement and big guns and jumping and that sort of stuff, but I specifically want a clan scene. That is like the key thing, is teams, organised teams, and scrims and pracs and officials and tournaments going on, alongside an active kind of just jump on a server pickup scene. Preferably round based or objective based. TF2 looking quite tasty but difficult to get into because everyone expects you to actually be half decent. Let's go. Getting watched by Defrag Live. That'll do. That'll do. Let us VQ3.
Prepare to fight.
Okay. I don't have a water bottle. Hold on, I need to grab my water bottle. Please have long enough cable. Yep, we got it. Na'Vi is like the only team that lost that was meant to lose. There is no RIP Na'Vi. They were supposed to lose. Maus wasn't meant to win. Mongols wasn't really meant to win. Damn. I did think, if anything, like Mongols would be the one, but I really didn't think Pain would win. Despite supporting Maus, I didn't think they would win. Yeah, been a good major. Been a good major for all the things you want a major for. Absolute chaos. How do I turn? Does anybody play VQ3 that's here? Because this could be like a 4-hour long video, and I kind of am glad that this is Strafe, because I want to get this over and done with before the mountain biking starts. Oh, in Trackmania news, still no grinding stats in Tweakaroo. Well, not Tweakaroo, Twinkie mod. I think everyone's expecting Vitality to win, but the way Mongols played yesterday, I really think they've got a chance. Is it W turn? What's like the strongest turn? There's a load of VQ3 players screaming at me right now. Like, I can't believe you don't know how to turn. You don't fucking know. It's been an interesting one, because it once again proves my entire point that people always say, oh, the worst team won. And then they expect the next game to be really easy. And this whole tournament has just proved my point that whoever wins is the better team. I'd rather play the team that lost. You know? You can go into this and say our Mongols aren't as strong as FaZe, and therefore it's an easier final because Mongols are... Okay, I think W and A is the fastest and just way overturn it. It's going to be a struggle and I will take a finish. So can I like, yeah. Just before I started streaming, I was watching NIP play Fnatic in a solidly tier 3 cup. And then you've got two teams that didn't exist when NIP and Fnatic last won the major. And they're playing the major grand finals today. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm not even getting up now. Now, as soon as I've figured out how to do it, I can't seem to get up. Hard map. Hard map. Favorite CS player? I have no idea. I have honestly no idea. Way too wide. Is there anything? There's nothing I can do. No, it's just a restart, yeah. Come on! You clearly like the colour yellow. If your favourite two teams are Na'Vi and Vitality. I do kind of like Rops because he plays KZ. To be honest, I've always kind of done CS by teams, and then just followed whoever's in that team. Like, I haven't minded when, you know, like I was absolutely cheering on Olaf when he was in Fnatic. And then he left for FaZe and I was like, okay, cool. But then there's other... So for mountain biking, I'll cheer on whatever team Charlie Aldridge is on. If he moves teams... Come on! Yes! Okay, do not suicide. can do it. Come on. Come on. Yes! Only 31 seconds. That's genuinely not bad considering I didn't get up a step. I'll take it. I'll take that for sure. It's absolute trash. How many attempts did that even take me? Stammer-samson. So CPM, I did 65 attempts. Here I've done 43, which makes about the right sense in terms of time. But 65 attempts got me like a fair few finishes. And honestly, I don't think I could repeat it. Yeah, there's definitely some people who follow teams and some people who follow players. Like, I followed Fnatic because when I first got into esports, they were winning. I've very much always followed winning teams when I was a kid. I was one of those championship chasers, but I followed Fnatic in every esport, which was kind of the weird one because I started following them in League of Legends, even though I didn't really play League. And then CS, because I'd heard that they were really good, but I only started following CS after they'd won their last majors and like were kind of on the down. But when I started following League and was like, oh, Fnatic, they were winning majors in 2013. So I was like, oh, brilliant. They were good in Dota, and now they only have a CS team. It's like bottom of tier 2, top of tier 3. Don't have Dota. Oh, they still have League, but I really don't care about watching League. And I think they have Valorant, but I just can't bring myself to watch either of those two at all because they're I know I'm never going to be able to play them. Even though I follow Counter-Strike without playing it, it's kind of my don't play, do watch game. Yeah. Nope. Oh, it's Albans. Yeah, no IP and Fnatic. I mean, that happens, you know. If you go and look at a set of football team, people who've won the Football Premier League in England, the English Premier League, it's 200 years. And there's some teams that now are just a club team that won the Premier League back in the 1850s. And let's face it, 2013 in esports terms is the 1850s in football terms.
You have taken the lead.
I was actually having a thought the other day. Like, Counter-Strike's 25 years old. Will Counter-Strike still be a top esport game? Will it still exist in 100 years? You know, because yeah, QPR and Blackburn. Like, QPR is still like a proper big squad, but yeah, Blackburn is tiny. Blackburn is a tiny squad. But yeah, I think because football's changed so much, and most other sports, but they're able to change because you have the FA now and FIFA, but before you'd have had a different set of governing bodies, and governing bodies can change, but the general idea of the sport stays the same. You'd really be looking, if you were looking at that, you're almost looking at Valorant and Counter-Strike have to be considered the same game in terms of how different association football is to old school football. You really are looking at two different games run by two different captains. It's something else. It is something else for sure. Because yeah, football, if the FA just said, nah, can't be bothered, we're shutting down, football would still be able to exist. Another set of rules could be drawn up. They could just take, you know, another organisation could take it. But Counter-Strike relies on the developer who has exclusive rights to that rule set. Because it's a game. You know, they can't copyright the rule set of the game, but they can copyright the game itself, and you'd have to make an exact clone. And no one's going to play that exact clone. But yeah, I mean, it will be... it's so shit. It will be interesting. That's the second time I've made it up, and it just completely dies. Because I didn't get the skim. Go on, go on, go on, go on. I need to find a way to reset the sidebar when I change physics. So that the clock is correct. Oh, go on, that's beautiful. No! Should have just kept to the one side. Very tricky, very tricky. We'll get a few more attempts and then we will head off. Go on, get back. Nope. That'll do me. That will do me. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the games. Enjoy this WarCup. Go play it. It's pretty decent. The map's fun. VQ3 is quite difficult, but CPM is not too bad. So enjoy it. Have fun. Have a good games. I will see you next week.